Welcome back to the channel. This is Gillis TV here, and today we got a couple Montreal Canadiens things to talk about. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and let's get this video to 10 likes. As this on the channel, we cover pretty much any team with news to come out. Lately, it's been Dallas. Earlier today, it was Winnipeg signing Sam Gagner, the Oilers signing Ryan Murray, a defenseman, which was a little bit of a head scratcher, but we'll see what happens with that. Now, like I said, we do everything NHL. I got a couple of playlists there for you guys too to go check out. But today, Montreal Canadiens. It's been a few days since I talked about the Canadiens, and this coming in late last night that the Montreal Canadiens set to begin training camp in a few weeks. It appears that the team and restricted free agent center Kirby Dach could be closing in on a new contract. Late Thursday night, last night, Sportsnet and Montreal Canadiens insider Eric Engels reported that one of the contract options that the Canadiens and Kirby Dach camp have been discussing is a 4-year deal to carry a $3.5 million cap hit. So that's good for the Canadiens, but where does it go from there? As would you sign him for 4 years at $3.5 million, where the guy put up 26 points only last year for 70 games played and has 59 points in 152 games played, where he's only really a .35 points per game guy, but he's an incredible center. And of course, you know, that changes coming from a team like Chicago, who just over the last few years just said, hey, we're done, just go with it. And gotta think too, Kirby Dach was on a good pace in 2020-2021, where he had 10 points in 18 games, got injured. That's what set him back that year. He can help out on the power play a lot as well, and he likes to shoot the puck. That's one thing that can help the Montreal Canadiens. So for me, this is almost like a game of chess, where if the Montreal Canadiens agree to make this deal in the 4-year range around 3.5, it's that, okay, we don't think you deserve it right now, but can we get him better for, say he improves this year and keeps improving, then in year 4, $3.5 million after a player's improved 3 years straight, Montreal's laughing about it. It's that one game where you take the chance and hope it turns out. And if it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. That's the name of the game when it comes to the NHL. You don't know how guys are going to play. Now, hopefully Kirby Dach can and will improve with a much younger team, and I believe with the help of Gallagher and Anderson and others on the team, he can actually produce more, become a better player, and learn more, especially under Martin St. Louis, who arguably was one of the best, smallest players in the league to ever play. And I enjoyed watching his time in Tampa and with the Rangers. But that's that. Now, like I said, we have a couple things. Talking about the Rangers with St. Louis. Well, we are going to talk about the Rangers as, let me just pull it up here, as the Hockey Writers made an article saying Montreal Canadiens a fit for Nils Lundkvist. Well, earlier this week, Lundkvist is a defender for the New York Rangers, came out, said, I'm demanding a trade. I'm not reporting to camp. Trade me. Well, now it's on to the whole chess game again, where if the Rangers make a move, do they hold out and all that stuff. I believe they should make the move to trade Lundkvist. But Lundkvist would help the Montreal Canadiens in a sense, not really this year, but for a few years to go, because he's young. That's what Montreal's doing in this rebuild, is getting younger defense. Look at Goulet, Baron, and Harris. They're all young. They're trying to build their D core up, that the D core sticks together, similar to Anaheim with it was Lindholm, Theodore, Manson, trying to build the guys up together to stay playing together for years on end. I believe that's what Montreal is doing right now with their younger defensemen. And Nils Lundkvist would fit into that role perfectly, as he is only 22 years old. He played 25 games in the NHL last season, recording 1 goal, 4 assists, or 3 assists for 4 points. No penalty minutes. That is huge for 25 games. And he was a +4. He then went and played in Hartford for the Wolfpack there, where he had 34 games played, 15 points, and 14 penalty minutes, and a -9. He also represented the U20 Sweden team in 2019-2020. 2019 he had 2 points. 2020 he had 8 points and was a +2. So like I said, if the I read something yesterday too, Montreal's looking to move it forward. Well, if you can move it forward for Nils Lundkvist, who could play this year, could just go to the AHL for half a season, come up later in the season, that would be great too. It would really help out the process of the rebuild. You got another young defender. You got 4 young defenders for not this coming up year, but the following year, and you'll have a really good team. And they could potentially do what the Anaheim Ducks did years ago with the whole, like I said, Theodore, Lindholm, Manson. Who else was there? I can't remember. I think Fowler was there and Vatanen was there. Something like that. But that's how those guys came up, was because most of them were homegrown through the system, all at the same age, young, or roughly the same age, young, and it helped Anaheim for many seasons. Then when they got too good, they had to trade some of them away. So that is a thing that maybe the Rangers and the Canadiens could try and get Lundkvist to the Montreal Canadiens. But that is it for me. I did promise the kids I'd take them to the park, so I guess I gotta go out in this 32-degree heat, go to the park. I hope you guys stay safe out there. I am on out of here.